Hey guys, Dr. David Jockers here, and today we're talking about 3 secret keys to staying into ketosis. And so you guys have probably heard me talk about the ketogenic diet, and we talk a lot about nutrition and nutritional approaches to it. But this really goes into kind of mindset and just lifestyle strategies that are extremely key. You can follow the diet to the T, but if you don't get these 3 things right, then you're gonna have problems staying in ketosis. The first thing is sleep. We've got to sleep effectively. And so ideally shutting down around 10, maybe 11 o'clock at the latest on a regular basis, getting a good high quality 7 to 8 hours of sleep, extremely important. So keep your room as dark as possible. Perhaps wear a night guard over your eyes. Try to remove EMFs if you can, or have an EMF blocker in your house. Maybe turn off Wi-Fi, something along those lines. Try to keep your room cool. That's a very important tip. I like it personally around 64, 65 degrees in my bedroom with an overhead fan on. I notice that I sleep so much deeper. So we got to get good sleep and really create a ritual around good, healthy sleep in order to maintain ketosis. The other thing is really keeping stress under control. And this is super critical. So throughout the day, we're going to have times where we're under higher amounts of stress. And that's normal and natural if it's for a short period of time. The problem is when our mind continues to take that stress and goes on and on and on with it. And so there's a great book called Why Zebras Don't Get Ulcers. And so we look at a zebra and it may have a predator like a lion chasing it, and it will be under intense stress, literally running for its life for maybe a couple minutes. But once it gets out of the way, or once it escapes the attack of the lion, it doesn't sit there and fret and worry about the lion coming back. It just goes back to its normal life. And that's really the way that we've got to approach things, is we've got to take the stress, handle it head on, but then move into a mindset of peace, of love, and abundance. And so one way we can do that is positive visualization. So just really seeing yourself, in a sense, at your highest level, right? So just seeing yourself as God sees you, just pure, holy, blessed, redeemed. Seeing yourself, going out of your way to do nice things for other people is one of the best things. Just gratitude in general. Serving other people is one of the best ways to get stress down. So I know for myself, when I'm under a lot of stress, one of the things I try to do is go and give my wife a hug, or if I'm in my clinic with patients, I'll give my patients a hug. I'll let them know how much I care about them. And so these are just reminders, and it just knocks me out of that stress response. So we want to keep stress under control. There's a lot of benefits to that outside of just maintaining ketosis, but you could do that again with just the way that you interact with people. Lots of supplementation can help, like magnesium can be very, very effective for that. Phosphatidylserine, adaptogenic herbs like holy basil, rhodiola, cordyceps, ginseng, ashwagandha. These things can really help balance stress hormones in your body. So all very, very good things to use. Vitamin B6, necessary for key neurotransmitters, and really key for the stress response in your body. So utilizing supplements to hold that's very important. And the last thing is good hydration and good salts. And so you guys have probably heard me talk about the benefits of hydration in the past, but it is so critical that we're drinking a lot of water between our meals, right? So I recommend a lot of super hydrating in the morning, just flushing lots of water in our body. Overnight, in a sense, when we wake up in the morning, we're dehydrated. We haven't drank a whole lot of water, probably not any water overnight, over the night hours while we were sleeping. And so we've got to hydrate our system effectively. And then in between meals. So if you have a meal, wait about an hour to 2 hours and then start drinking again. When you do that, when you continue that hydration, you'll notice that cravings go down, your desire, in a sense, to eat goes down, your mental clarity goes up, your energy goes up, your productivity goes up. So really good hydration habits throughout the day, extremely key. And you want to make sure you add some salts, whether you're adding salts to food, right? So on your dinner, put in some pink salts like Himalayan sea salt. I always throw a tiny bit of salt in my protein shakes that I make. The reason being is that when you're on a lower carb diet, your body actually excretes more sodium. You need more sodium in your diet. When you're on a high carb diet, like most Americans, we retain sodium, so clearly then we wouldn't want sodium. So if you're following a ketogenic cleanse, very important that you're adding that sodium in. So put it on foods, have things like sea vegetable, nori, dulse, kelp, things like that. You can have pumpkin seeds, sprouted pumpkin seeds or macadamia nuts with good sea salts on them. Putting the pink salts in your meals. Very powerful strategy to maintaining optimal hydration, keeping stress under control. Hydration and salts actually very key for that second principle, which was keeping stress under control. So continue with those processes. So those three big things: sleeping effectively, keeping stress under control, and then hydration and good salts. That's what you want to follow for optimal success on the ketogenic cleanse.